Social ties. Social connectivity is a blue zone attribute scrutinized for its potential role in supporting longevity. People who are married, for example, appear to have lower mortality rates than those who are single. The loss of a spouse or partner appears to increase mortality risk for both widowers and widows. However, quote-unquote, death from a broken heart may be due in part to bereavement's association with increased use of alcohol and cigarettes. Higher mortality rates haunt those who lose a spouse, not only through death, but also through divorce. The never married also seem to be at higher risk. Most of the studies documented no difference in gender, but of the minority that did, most found that the risk of premature dying was greater for single men than single women. The marriage advantage may be a consequence of selection bias or confounding factors. For example, healthier individuals are more likely to marry or stay married, and higher socioeconomic status and better health behaviors are found among married individuals. Nevertheless, studies that have tried to control for such factors continue to find a betrothal benefit. Single or not, social isolation, an objective measure of social disconnectedness, and the subjective feeling of loneliness are both associated with an increased risk of premature death. But the effect is diminished when controlling for confounding factors such as tobacco use or problems with alcohol associated with feelings of loneliness. There's also the nagging chicken or the egg possibility of reverse causation, where instead of social isolation leading to impaired health, the correlation may be due to ill health leading to isolation. A sidebar: who is rescuing whom? Does slobbery social contact count? More than two-thirds of U.S. households, including mine, include a pet. In an awe-inspiring paper published in the prestigious journal Science titled Oxytocin Gaze Positive Loop and the Coevolution of Human-Dog Bonds, researchers found that petting or looking into the eyes of a canine companion leads to oxytocin release in the brains of both the humans and the dogs, the same love hormone that bonds breastfeeding mothers to their infants. I was reading about the potential mechanisms by which our animal companions might improve our survival after a heart attack when I ran across a passage about a quote-unquote profound cardiovascular response when petting dogs or horses. Quote, this response usually takes the form of a significant reduction in the heart rate and blood pressure, unquote. I could totally see that. But then the next sentence maybe do a double take. Quote, unfortunately, we have no information about the physiological responses of the person doing the petting, unquote. The researchers were talking about the heart rate and blood pressure of the animals. To my surprise, studies of the effects of companion animals on human health have, as one review put it, produced a quote-unquote mishmash of conflicting results. For all the details, check out my video c.nf/pets. As you can imagine, the observational studies are rife with potential for confounders and reverse causation, and the one interventional study that actually put animal companionship to the test involved pet insects. Still, it can't hurt to heed this advice from a medical journal article published in 1925, quote, the best prescription to be written for a walk is to take a dog, a cane, and a friend, unquote. Part 3. Preserving Function.